is up, guys? Back here with another video. I'm going to be breaking down UFC 268 prelim between Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera. Should be a great bantamweight matchup. I can't wait. I'm very pumped up for this fight card. This whole card in general is going to be a fantastic matchup. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Throw those thumbs up. I'll appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody that is subscribed to the channel now. And welcome again if you're new. And let's get right to the breakdown, guys. So in UFC 268, we have Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera. Frankie Edgar been in the game since like forever. His last fight didn't go as planned, as I'm sure. You know, he got knocked out by Corey Sandhagen via flying knee. One of the nastiest knockouts I've seen. You know, I've never seen Frankie Edgar get stopped as bad as that. How that looked in that night. I think for sure Frankie Edgar definitely gonna want to come back and redeem himself a little bit, you know. But Frankie Edgar's been in the game forever, you know. He had his wars with Gray Maynard, he had his wars with BJ Penn, you know, a lot of wars, a lot of people he's fought in the lightweight division, like literally in the lightweight division. I feel like Frankie Edgar back then, if there was a bantamweight division, he probably would have went down there. You know, but he had no choice but to fight at lightweight at the time, and you know he had his you know, his wrestling's on point, his boxing is really crisp, you know, but I think his wrestling is where it's at for him. For Marlon Vera, just seen him a couple of times now, and he looks great too. I like his striking. I think if he's on, it should be a great fight, a back and forth fight. You know, I think Marlon also, you know, came off a win over Derby Grant, I believe. You know, even though he got, you know, he lost to a decision to Jose Aldo. Huge step up from who he beat previously was Sean O'Malley. Took his O. Whether Sean O'Malley hurt himself or not, he still lost the fight. You know, and kudos, you can't take nothing away from what Marlon did, you know, previously, and just to end the fight that he did against Sean O'Malley. I think this fight against Frankie, I think Marlon just needs to just be on his toes and don't bite so hard on the fakes that Frankie Edgar's gonna be throwing at him. And he gotta help neutralize the wrestling from Frankie Edgar, because for sure Frankie's gonna go for a takedown eventually in this fight. I don't think Frankie's gonna want to stand up as much, but I think for Marlon, I mean, he has pretty good, decent ground game himself, you know, but I don't think it's some way that he's going to want to be with somebody like Frankie Edgar, whose wrestling is phenomenal and it's great. I think, you know, Frankie Edgar's wrestling plays a big part in this fight. You know, obviously, Jose Aldo took Marlon Vera down a couple of times in their fight, you know, and outstruck him when it was on the feet or whatnot. I think if Frankie Edgar could just use his hands, mix it up a little bit, be unpredictable instead of being so predictable, I think he can stop Marlon Vera. I don't think by decision. I mean, I don't think by like knockout or whatnot. I think Frankie Edgar can get it done by decision. Also with Marlon Vera, if he can play the catch wrestling, use the reversals to get back up to his feet if he gets taken down, I think it'll help him in the long run. You know, try to throw some knees in there. You know, Frankie Edgar, after, you know, has a long layoff, you know, between getting knocked out from Corey Sandhagen. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a little hesitant, you know, after coming off of a knockout like that, as Frankie Edgar did against Corey Sandhagen. You know, it kind of freezes you up a little bit. But again, you know, I'm sure he's been hit twice as hard before, but not on the scale that he did against Corey Sandhagen. I think Frankie Edgar will edge out the victory by decision. You know, I think if Frankie could take it down to the ground, you know, I mean, we all know Marlon Vera, you know, has good knees or whatnot, but he's not gonna throw those knees the same way Corey Sandhagen did to catch Frankie in their fight. Yeah, I think Frankie just needs to stay composed, use his boxing, use his chain it up with his wrestling and get the fight to the ground and pound Marlon Vera a little. For Marlon Vera, again, he just needs to keep this fight standing. Use a lot of scrambles if he gets taken down to the ground, man. He can't, like, Frankie Edgar's the last couple of fights, he's been wrestling a lot more. I mean, he's always wrestling, but he's been wrestling heavy in his last couple of fights, and it's been working for him. I think the only time in the last couple of years I seen Frankie Edgar really kept it standing was, I think, Pedro Munoz. And that fight, Frankie Edgar destroyed him with the hands. Little wrestling, but destroyed him with the hands. Marlon Vera, for him to get this victory, he has to scramble out of those things, and his takedown defense gotta be on point against Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar gotta watch out from the leg kicks that Chito Vera likes to throw a lot of. Because even though it's not a 5-round fight, but taking a lot of leg kicks doesn't feel good at all. It'll hinder your movements, which Frankie Edgar has really good head movement and has good footwork. So I think that for Marlon Vera, again, just neutralize Frankie Edgar stuff. Be first. Don't let Frankie Edgar hold the center of the octagon and hold it down and dictate where the fight is gonna be and how it's gonna play out to this fight. So there are my thoughts, guys, between Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera. If you like this video, please hit a like, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. I thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Also, we have UFC 266 coming up this Saturday. Can't wait. I'm gonna leave that link on the bottom, so you guys, if you guys would like to watch the breakdown that I did on that card as well. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Peace.